Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Promised Neverland returns. And I gotta be honest, these last few episodes have actually been quite the experience. Because, we've encountered some good demons, I guess if you can call them that. So I guess
set up a crazy outside world already.
You ain't kidding. And now friggin' they've learned how to hunt, and they've learned how to forage, and they've learned how to make fires, and this shows you, man, kids are like sponges. They absorb stuff so quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Ray and Emma, Emma, of course...
Which is like all the survival stuff they were teaching us in like Boy Scouts when I was a kid,
Kind of, yeah.
I still remember shit tons of that.
Oh, me too.
Compared to like things I've tried to learn recently that if I don't go back to after like a couple months, I forget all of it.
Well, yeah, and you retain a lot more as a kid than you do as an adult. That's the crazy thing.
It's like I literally don't play a game for like 3 weeks and then go back to it. I'm like, how the fuck do I play this again? Combine 2 strands of rope together that you can easily take back apart. And I forgot the name of it, but I can definitely tie it for you right now. It's super easy. And I will always remember how to tie that. Like, it's not hard at all.
No.
You just take the 2 rope and you go right over left, pass it around, left over right, pass it around, and
you basically
they're together. And then if you go like this, they'll come apart. But if you have strain on it at all, it will not come apart.
Yeah,
so
it'll maintain.
It's a really useful knot if you need to combine like 2 sets of rope together and hold something like on both ends.
I remember like building fires with my dad, even before Boy Scouts. Me and my dad would like go hunting, and he would show me how to build fires and shit like that. And number one thing he showed me was that the wood that you start burning in the beginning, you get some decent like kindling going. Make sure it's dry, and make sure that it's little bundle sticks to like build up. And then he showed me, he was just like, okay, and here's another secret as well. Whenever you get a decent fire burning on those, you stack the rest of the wood on top of it. Don't smother it. Leave enough room for air to get in. And then if you really want to help build it, you build a diamond with your fingers like this, and my grandfather showed my dad. That's where he got it. And that right there helps build your fire a lot. We got Promised Neverland Episode 3 for Season 2 queued up here. Let's give it a watch. Here we go.
Cliffhanger, man, like a double cliffhanger.
It's like fucking find a room that's got help written all over the damn wall, and all of a sudden, hi, this is William Minerva. End episode. God, you son of a bitch.
This is karma for me talking shit back in the first season.
Yeah,
I really like this show because they don't cliffhanger episodes.
Bullshit now, dude. Come on. I
still really like this show, but
I love it too. God dang it, dude.
So the thing is, I need to go edit, so, I mean...
I just hear, like, all of a sudden, the episode ends, first thing out of your word, fuck!
Yeah, fuck! That's always my reaction to cliffhangers. Fuck!
Oh, Christ. I was just thinking to myself, I was sitting here, and I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. And then before I could even say anything, you were just like, you had that trigger pulled back, ready to go. Fuck!
Yeah. Dude, the help thing, though, like...
That's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, like, I'm kind of genuinely creeped out by that. Like,
me too, because wondering what the fuck happened. Because so far...
I don't like that at all. Like,
me neither, because...
I have no idea what to think about it, except for, like, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Like, why would they be in that bunker scribbling fucking help all over the walls? Like, what happened?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this was a previous thing that was occupied. I don't know.
They said like, I mean, they showed on the table when they got in there was a tin of like what looked like cookies that were all moldy or something.
Yeah.
And so it's like people had previously been there and now they're not. Why? Like, like did they leave?
And if those people were there,
if they didn't leave and something bad happened to them, like, oh shit,
that
like,
underground tunnel.
Like,
that's what's got me concerned. I'm just like, what the hell's going on?
What situation would they be in where they're in a room in that place, just that one room, writing help all over the wall?
Because as far as they were concerned, like every other room, like everything else was great.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the garden, they had the kitchen, they had sleeping arrangement, or proper place to sleep.
It's like, it implies they were trapped into that room somehow.
I would say that.
Like, and somehow the logic doesn't make sense either, because like, why write help in a bunker where nobody's going to see it but you trapped in that room? Like, I don't get the implications of it at all.
I don't either, and that's what concerns me. I'm just like, what's going on? What the hell's going to happen? Like, I need to know, but I don't know, and I'm not going to know until we watch the next episode.
If even then.
Fuck. Well, yeah. God. So, yeah, this episode, Jesus, we got so much out of this episode. And well, because we got to the bunker, we found out William Minerva is actually real.
I mean, even before that, we found out that the one demon Sunju had alternate plans for...
Yeah.
He did have, like, secondary motivations, like, the whole time, like, we thought they were cool, and then... Well, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm wanting them to propagate so I can start fucking hunting them.
Yeah.
Just like,
again, that goes back to us, us talking about sentience, and, these creature, if we ever came across, like, a sentient, like, or, like, a fully, like...
She's like, there's nothing in the religion that says you can't hunt them, and it's like, yeah, but there's something in the agreement with the other side that said you wouldn't hunt them.
Yeah, exactly. But, again... I think Majuka may turn on that. I think she'll stay true to it, stay more true to it than Sonju was. But I don't know. There's a lot to take with that. Also, the fact that he killed the pursuers. He killed the beasts and then he killed the swordsman.
Yeah.
And then, of course, now...
Like, he did that to make sure that they would definitely be safe and get away. Like...
Yeah. Yeah, it's an alternate thing that just...
It's like, I kind of worry what's going to happen, though, if they come back through there later to save the others. And if they run back into them and he realizes, it's like, oh, you have a lot more. And it's like, we could afford to hunt one or two. Like...
Is it...
Know what I mean?
Yeah, all of a sudden they're like those orcs from friggin' Two Towers, like, what about their legs? They don't need those.
Right? Exactly.
And all of a sudden it's just like, just a mouthful. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. And then pretty soon the kids are running, and he's just like, come here, kids. I taught you how to hunt. Now it's time for me to do it back to you. Mm-hmm. You're going to die. God.
Plus, especially if they come back through and he just starts to be like freaking out because he's like the one's perfectly ripe at this point, like That's the other thing. Cause like Emma and Ray, like just like they're
once they reach puberty, that's where their brain starts to taint. That's where it starts to get like more mature, and they don't like it after that. I think. God, dude, there's so much spinning around in this, and now they've added the bunker plus the room with help written on the wall, and now William Minerva. Just Jesus Christ, like the world as we knew it. All we knew was that house, that property that they were on. Now we're in this, and now we're in the bunker, and a whole new set of a whole new set of craziness is upon us. And I'm wondering what the hell is going to happen.
Also, I think that he's possibly hoping for too much, because I feel like the situation they've been raised in is that they all kind of see each other as brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So I don't know that they would end up ever actually breeding if they stayed here. Like,
that's the thing, though. Even though they see themselves as brother and sister, they know that they see themselves as family. Here's the thing. Human DNA, like the human species, we survive and we persist because of the fact that our breeding is our chances of breeding are so successful, and also the fact that our genetic displacements are so vast. Here, you pretty much have a Garden of Eden situation, but instead of just Adam and Eve, you've got at least a fresh dozen gene pools to pull from that can diversify it can diversify the gene pool enough to where it will effectively be, and plus, who's to say that in the future, once everyone hits maturity, someone doesn't catch feelings for Don doesn't feel a certain way about Gilda, or Ray doesn't feel a certain way about Emma, or Emma feels a certain way about Don. Who knows? That's the whole thing. But the thing is, they're too young to get into that right now.
Yeah, obviously.
Right now, they're
because he's trying to set it up for the future, obviously.
Oh, exactly. So, he wants
that's what I'm talking about. I was in the future. I was I just don't know if they would just be we're all brothers and sisters, but they could potentially also rescue kids from the other farms, and they wouldn't feel quite the same way about them.
Exactly. And
so.
And here's another thing.
And at that point, when you got two different groups of adults, you got basically two tribes or villages. And at that point, then his plan could pan out in that way.
Probably,
for sure.
But I would say right now, his plan.
I feel personally, I would think that would be fucking weird to grow up in an orphanage with someone and then fall in love with them later. I think that would.
You want to know the interesting thing?
A little too.
Well, that kind of happened with Eminem. The girl that he grew up with, Kim, was pretty much raised like a sister with him, although she was fully adopted by Eminem's family. No, not legally, but she lived with them and all that, and then they eloped and had a baby.
I didn't know that. That's kind of weird to me.
Well, it's weird to you because it's an unfamiliar situation. It's something you've never been in. But the truth is, honestly, I have family members that I love to death, and the thing is, even though we're not related by blood, I'd never in a million years think of doing anything like that. To me, they're family, and I'm not. I know there's stereotypes about the American South, but y'all can go fuck yourselves with that shit. I'm not
my mom even said something weird to me when I was a younger kid. She basically made some insinuation that one of my distant not really cousins but someone related to one of my cousins. She's y'all are not blood related. You could and I'm just that's fucking weird, Mom.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, they may see themselves as family. They may be able to maintain that, but at the same time, the human species is it has survived this long for a reason, because our desires and our ability and our will to reproduce overrides a lot of stuff. And honestly, I don't know how to feel about personally for me, I don't have any kids, so my genetic line will pretty much end with me if I don't have a kid.
Yeah, I pretty much plan to just let mine end with me.
Jesus Christ, dude, that's depressing.
I don't want kids. I don't like kids.
And I'm not gonna say it. Well,
I mean, I might adopt eventually, if I feel like it, but I don't I have no desire to go through this stage where a child makes the sound that actually physically hurts my brain. Well, I have a physical pain that happens when I hear a baby crying.
Well,
and
I don't think
I would have to wear
wherever you come over.
I would have to wear noise canceling headphones the entire time I had a small child, and that would probably not be good because you're supposed to listen for stuff like that.
Well, not noise canceling, but noise suppressing. I mean, literally, if you had it to where you cut down to the
even
decibel
if it's
level.
A lower level, I don't think it would help that much. I just hate that sound. It's like nails on chalkboard to me.
Well,
I've never understood it. I don't know why, but. At my top 10 least favorite sounds in the whole world, that's number one. So okay. I feel like that basically physically prevents me from ever being able to have kids.
Well, but either way, yeah. So I guess that's going to do it for now, ladies and gentlemen. This was The Promised Neverland Season 1 or Season 2 Episode 3. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and hopefully I guess we will see you all in the next one. So until then, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everyone. Peace out.